Today is a very sad day in American history. I don't know if you guys are realizing this. As you know, you've probably seen all the news reports lately are gleefully showing, oh, look everybody, the Space Shuttle has finally arrived at its permanent place here in Washington, D.C. at the Smithsonian. Isn't this a wonderful day? No, news media. No. Today is not a wonderful day. Today is a very sad day in American history. It is a very sad day. For those of you who do not know, America's Space Shuttle Program, not just the Space Shuttle Program, but practically America's entire space program, is pretty much dead right now. We have no space shuttle. We have no space technology. NASA is now nothing more than just another bureaucracy or bureaucratic agency that's just there to receive taxpayer money for nothing. It is a real shame. As of now, if any American astronauts need to get into space, we have to hitch a ride with the Russians. I am not even exaggerating or making this up. This is because of the last two presidents. This is because of Congress. But this is also our fault as well. President Bush canceled NASA's planned trips to go to Mars, as well as NASA's more recent plans to build a lunar base on the moon. Yes, just like in Gundam Wing. A year and a half ago, Barack Obama already immediately canceled even the lunar plan and severely postponed and completely cut the funding for any Mars exploration missions and accelerated the expiration for the Space Shuttle Program. Last year, the United States government fired 20,000 workers at NASA, adding to this recession, of course. 20,000 workers at NASA are unemployed. NASA is a former shell of itself, and even the Obama administration has insisted that NASA now be a diplomatic agency. You've got to be kidding me. First of all, here is what, but let us also not blame Congress as well. Not just this current Congress, but for the Congress for the last 10 years, who kept over and over again kept gutting the funding to NASA to fill it up with their own little pork barrel special interest projects to get back to their districts or to get back to the businesses and corporations that their lobbyists told them to do. No. Now, as you know, today is the day. Last year, the government announced that all remaining space shuttles would be spread out across the United States. The one that's getting a lot of news today is the one that's going to Washington, D.C., and it's going to go to the Smithsonian. And the news media's been gleeful. Oh, yay! The space shuttles arrived in D.C. Everybody, come on, take a look. It's wonderful. What a view! What a view. Yes, take a good look at the view. What you're seeing is the end of an era. You're seeing the end of American exceptionalism, discovery. How do I put this into words? With the end of the Space Shuttle Program and the end of NASA, this spells one thing and one thing only. We've given up. We surrender. That's it. No more space exploration. We're not curious about what else is out there. We're not curious to build defenses against asteroids, comets. We're not curious to learn more about the cosmos. We're not going to help increase knowledge in helping cure diseases, learning more about the planet. No, because our own special interests are far more important. How despicable. This is all of the above's fault. This is partially the Republicans' fault because over the years they kept gutting funding in NASA because I guess they were afraid they would upset the religious right because anything to do with science must equal atheism, when that is far from the truth. There are many scientists who are also believers in a higher being. I blame the Democrats that they think certain special interest programs and pork barrel projects like money going to Solyndra and failed companies like GM and AIG and Goldman Sachs and etc. We have to bail out We have to bail out failed companies, but no. NASA, which was one of the few government programs that you could actually see working. No, we gotta gut that. And NASA, out of all of the government programs, I don't think you folks understand this, NASA, out of all the government programs, was the cheapest. This, out of all of them, compared to the other government programs, guess how much money of your tax dollars NASA used to take? A quarter of a penny. Half a penny for every dollar. For every dollar in taxes, NASA only got a penny of it. But no, the government said that penny was too much. No, we got to invest it on bridges to nowhere. We got to invest it in building statues of congressmen and senators who are so proud of themselves for all the crap they've pulled. Oh no, yes, I've received emails. SOPA is back. Oh yeah, SOPA's back, only this time it's called CISPA or something else. I don't even know what it's called now. They keep changing the names. Really, Congress, you just let this die? It wasn't even that expensive. NASA was only asking for a couple of $100 million, while you spend trillions. But no, I guess it's too boring. No, America, this is a sad day. I got emotionally angry when I saw the space shuttle land in D.C. today. I got angry. Because that thing's not supposed to be in a museum. It's supposed to be in effing space. And I don't want to hear this crap. Oh, it's 30 years old. Come on, get over it. That thing is fully capable of doing a lot more missions. But here's what's sadder. The media is lying to you when they tell you, oh, don't worry, we're retiring the shuttle program, but another thing's going to take its place. Lies. NASA has nothing in the works. They were coming up with a replacement for the shuttle program, but both Bush and Obama and the Congress gutted the funding. There is nothing to replace the shuttle. This is it. We're retiring America's hopes, our dreams, our look to the stars. When I was a kid, I looked up to the stars wondering if you had told me that in the year 2012 we have given up on space exploration. I find this to be sad. No, America, this is not a great day, retiring the shuttles. This is sad. This is very sad that you're not willing to pitch in, separate a couple of $100 million. You could have gutted one more stupid government program that wasn't needed or necessary, or a bridge that went to one district because that one congressman got that special deal. No, you just couldn't spare the money, huh? Oh, what a shame. But they're saying, oh, don't worry, the private sector will take it. Really? How? Maybe I could see space tourism, but other than that, there's no money in it. This is one of the few... I'm not a big fan of government programs that aren't necessary, but there are certain things that the government can only do that private sector can't, because the private sector is only going to do it if it's profitable. Going into space and going out of space, learning, although it does have its advantages in the private sector in the long run, in the short run, this needs public funding. And I'm not a huge fan of public funding. I was against the bailouts. I was against bailing out banks who helped cause this recession. They did not deserve public funding. This does. But it's sad. We decided to bail out. We sent trillions of dollars to banks that caused this recession. We sent trillions of dollars in bailout money to Goldman Sachs, AIG, GM, GE, and all these companies and corporations that went bankrupt, but you can't pitch in a couple of $100 million for the Space Shuttle Program. You, Congress, DC, everybody in DC, you disgust me. The fact that the shuttle even gets to retire in that city, the very city that murdered it, is sad. Today is a sad day in American history, folks. Just remember, April 19th and April 20th, 2012, the day America stopped looking up to the stars. I find that sad.